Hey Rick, good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on in
What's up?
What's going on in Shreveport?
People, I don't know. The day's just beginning. Farmers market after this call, and then a bunch of other things going on. Got friends' birthday parties tonight, and that's it. But it's hot. It's been hot. It was like 95 in Shreveport yesterday.
Oh my God, it was hot here, but then the last 2 days have been amazing, just amazing.
Wow.
Now I have a
Wow.
question.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think it's a. I don't know if it's an age thing or not. I think it is age. But do you ever like pee and you think you're done? No, really, you really, and you zip up, and then all of a sudden your leg's wet.
Mark, you can't talk about those things.
Rick, we're totally honest about our age and the things that we go through. But does that ever happen to you? Rick, it's a yes or no. It happens to me. It just happened to me, and it just annoys me. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I just let
Do
it.
you
I just let
do you
it.
shake? I mean, are you doing the shake thing and
I
everything?
do, but there's something. I
No,
think it's.
I
I
gotta
think
be
it's.
honest with you. It does happen. I don't know why. It's something with that prostate stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I don't
that's what
know.
I mean. It's a kind of an age thing. But anyways, I just wondered.
Are you blushing? Are you blushing because you
No, I'm
said that?
sunburned because we went to Bermuda. See the hat?
Ah, cool. I like.
We cruised to Bermuda and then some. Some of course. Whatever, some sphincter tight folks on the Facebook page, not my personal page, but they said, "How can you go to Bermuda? They're anti-gay." And that was years ago. I don't think they're still anti-gay. All these little islands well, Bermuda's not poor, but the Caribbean islands are notoriously homophobic. But Bermuda's fine, and there were a lot of gay couples on the cruise, a lot of them. So I had no problem going to Bermuda, and we had a great time. I got away. I got to think about like what do I want to do with my time and my creative energy, and we've talked about that since I got back. I'm a writer, man. That's what I do. My new mystery's out, doing great. I moved 16,000 ebooks of the three mysteries, not the new one.
That's applause. Yeah. Hey, gays do like to cruise. You're right. I get that. But
Guess what else I've got today?
what? Oh, wait. Why is yours gold?
It's not gold. It's silver. It's
Oh,
the light, I guess.
yeah. Well, Cafe B always needs a little bell. We're showing you that. Oh my God, that'd be a great logo. That'd be a great logo for your show. Well, no, you just redesigned it. You don't
I
want to do it
did. We
again.
have a new logo, and everything is at markmcnease.com in case our 30 viewers are curious.
Are
I've
we
got
still? So we're still living on YouTube too, right? Like someone may be watching us right now on YouTube, correct?
well when it gets uploaded.
No, right now, Mark. You gotta act in the
Um,
now,
oh yeah, right. We're streaming. I forgot.
right? Yeah.
Speaking, well, I mean
Okay.
that was my first question about streaming.
Well, you want to hit the button? Oh, you well, no, what's streaming?
No, really,
What?
streaming. The whole urine thing. But
Oh,
anyways,
Mark, you're in town. You're
no,
in town.
I think the fact that we now accept and know that we have a limited viewership, it's like just pull out all the stops, man. Fuck it.
That was
Okay.
your first thing. Pull out all the stops. Come on, hit the bell. Let's change the
So
subject.
many innuendos. Do you
Ding
have your
ding.
bell too? Did you?
I
Do you have,
do, but I didn't pull it out because I don't want a battle of the bells because I know what would happen between us.
there you
It's
go.
like
There you go
change.
again with the pulling it out thing. Come on, we got to move on. Who's going to start?
You, I thought one of your subjects was about how you know what you want to be when you grow up, kind
It
of
is.
thing.
Well, since we're already on that. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like like I've been for a couple years now. I've been like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Made Mark Media, and I got the LGBTSR.org, and we got the Age to Perfection. All this shit I was doing, and it was like just driving me nuts. And I said, let's do some deadheading, which is what you do with flowers. Let's get rid of this stuff that I don't really love doing. That doesn't like make me want to get up and do it. I love to write. I've never lost my passion for writing since I was a child. I've been writing for at least 40 years. And that's what I love to do. That's what ignites my imagination. I just love telling stories and writing characters and all of this stuff. So that's where my energy is going to go. That and our podcasts here. That's it.
Well, that's where it should go. I did write your review last night. I don't know if you read it
Rick,
yet.
don't tell anybody that. I saw it. It was fabulous, but they can't know that you know me.
Why?
Well, you say, "Are you queer?" on there. You act like you don't know me on the review.
Oh yeah, that's right. You liked it, huh? It was good. It was a good
It
review.
was good.
Yeah.
I got two other ones on there that are good too. So I'm a happy camper, and I'm 13 chapters into Death by Pride, and it is my magnum opus as far as Kyle Callahan mysteries are concerned. It's a tour de force. It's gonna keep those pages turning, but it's gonna move your heart. You're gonna get there's some sad stuff in here because the characters are all moving on. It's the fourth book, and we lose at least one character. Not Danny or Kyle, absolutely not. But we lose somebody beloved. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Wow, not one of the major four.
No, no, no. They got to keep going because
Okay.
they're going on a honeymoon cruise together. Linda and Kirsten and Kyle and Danny, and then in the next book they're going on a honeymoon cruise to
Okay.
Bermuda.
Ding, 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 ding,
Mm,
ding.
Your turn.
So speaking of like major four, Golden Girls. 22 years since the Golden Girls has been on TV. Can you believe it's been gone that long?
Well, yeah, because we watch it all the time. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know
I
it
mean,
never.
it's
It's
wild.
one of those evergreen things. 22 years. They were on Lifeline after that, or Lifetime after that. Now they're living on the Hallmark Network. But I was reading some stuff. It's really interesting about things you may not have known about the Golden Girls. One of the things I really loved is that every one of the four, the major four, won a major Emmy award. Only two other sitcoms haven't been able to accomplish that, where they all won a major award. Every one in the major cast. What do you think they were? One's pretty easy.
Well,
More
best
current.
everything, like best everything.
No, no, no. They won all the awards for best of, and all four major actors won awards for their characters. What other two sitcoms can say they've done that? That every one of the major characters has won. Every one of the major actors. One is
Will and
all
Grace,
Will and Grace, and All in the Family. Those two, which makes sense because they're both stellar. All three of them are stellar casts.
they are.
All in the Family, yeah, that was it, right? With Edith Bunker and all that. But I was reading the story. That B. Arthur, she was a piece of work. She was a Marine, a female Marine. Obviously, she's female. Well, some questioned it. But she was a female Marine before World War II. She didn't like any of the cast members. As a matter of fact, she called Betty White the C word. Did you know that story?
I did read about that a few years ago, and I mean, I don't know if it was true, but I do think that she and like Rue McClanahan were friends.
Well, they said they weren't. Rue McClanahan's the one that reported the C word story and then said they weren't friends. Then there's all these stories about Estelle Getty. Most people know she was the youngest in the cast. People know that, Betty White was originally cast in the character of Blanche, not Rose. There's a lot of unknowns. The original pilot actually had a fifth character. You know about this?
The gay cook.
I didn't know that. His name was
I saw
Coco.
it. Yeah, it was. There was one episode. He was. I'm glad they dumped him because he was a stereotype. But what was I going to say? O.B. Arthur.
Yeah, they named him Coco after one of the writer's dogs. That part of the story I didn't know. That was something that was original to the show. Very unique stuff about that show. Great show, though.
It's a great show, and also very gay. It has a huge gay audience, and always did. And I think that wasn't appreciated till later. But I was also going to say with oh yeah, with high def now, you can see all the makeup that they put on Estelle Getty to make her look old.
Yeah,
She's like wearing
45.
pancakes. It's
Yeah,
like
they
she's
said
got pancakes
45
on.
minutes an 45 minutes an episode. She would sit and get ready, and then when the cameras rolled, she had fears. She was very filled with stage fright, and also had fears of death. And then, oddly enough, she was the first of the four to die, wasn't she? Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Well, they're gone. Ding, ding, ding.
I was reading in the Washington Post, which I mean, pretty much now I read the New York Times and the Post, although I won't pay the Post for their online stuff. Oh, just about how there was this piece, this article. It was very quite serious. I mean, it wasn't geared to make anybody upset or anything. It's just a straightforward article about the real possibility that if the Republicans take the Senate, they could impeach Obama
Saw
because
that.
they would have the House and the Senate, and it was very well. I really try not to get upset about things anymore, but it was upsetting because I thought, first of all, I hope it doesn't happen, and secondly, Republicans, Nixon was impeached or whatever, it wasn't impeached, but you got Nixon, then they took their revenge with Clinton, and they need to let it go. They need to win elections. Republicans need to win elections instead of impeaching the Democrats who get elected. And I think if they try to impeach Obama, I don't think they'll succeed. But I do think it's going to create an enormous backlash because that our country shouldn't work that way. If you elect a president, unless he commits crimes, of course they all think he has, but you got to let him do out his term, and then you got to win. You need to win elections fair and square, and stop it with this impeachment shit.
Well, and I was going to say my new subject, but it ties in with this perfectly. Is yeah, it's like all of that stuff. I mean, recalls too. I'm the same way. Being from Wisconsin, of course, all attention's on Scott Walker. right now for several reasons. You saw that in the news, and I know you have your Wisconsin connection too, having been there several times when we're working on projects together. But even the recall election, all the money that it cost the Wisconsin citizens to go after Scott Walker, and he still overcame it. Now he's in a major election against a Democratic candidate who could become the state's first female governor. She's from the Track family of bicycles. A very smart woman who dates a Republican, might I point out, a really powerful figure in the Republican Party. But what's interesting about it is, he's being threatened now. They're looking at charging him with criminal offenses, Scott Walker. Then you've got Chris Christie defending him. You're from Jersey. You guys have a home there. Now, Chris Christie could go up against charges. And then everybody's attacking Hillary Clinton, yourself included. All these easy targets for anybody that's likely to be a candidate in the 2016 election. They're already going after all these people. So I don't get it. I mean, impeaching Obama is really just kind of punish the Democratic Party. I don't think it's him in specific. And I don't know if you know, but I hear it all the time down in the South, and maybe because it's the South, my Democratic defenders down here, defenders of Obama, will tell me because they believe he's still being attacked because he's black. That's a firm belief for a lot of people. They believe that people are after him only because he's black, although they won't admit that. So,
Well, lastly, I also think that impeachment is a Republican thing. I mean, we had a president for 8 years who lied us into Iraq, and if there was ever anybody who I believe deserved to be impeached, it was George W. Bush and that hideous George Cheney. Even though I don't really hate W, he's okay with me. I don't have a problem with W. But Democrats don't impeach presidents other than the threat to impeach Nixon because he committed crimes. It's very much a Republican thing. That's like they can't win presidential elections, so they impeach them. It's really
I don't get it either. Well, I was reminding this friend who was a business owner talking this comment about Obama, and then we can ding, ding, ding. But you are 100% right. Here's the deal: who even knows that Clinton was impeached? I mean, it doesn't matter. His record will stand for what it was. It's just kind of stupid anyway, in my opinion. Done. My subject or yours?
No, it's yours.
Oh, let me hit it. Jeremy Meeks. What do you think about this whole
Is it
thing?
Jeremy or I don't know.
I called him Jeffrey in the email to you this morning, but it's Jeremy Meeks, Stockton, California. How many of you have liked his image on Facebook on the inmate list in Stockton? And what's the big deal, Mark? So what? He's handsome, and people are commenting he's handsome, and now we should be upset that people are making it glorifying a criminal? I mean, do you think it really matters? He's that man, that light-skinned black man with green eyes and a teardrop here, and all these women saying he's sexy, and then all the media blowing it up and saying, "Oh my God, how are we glorifying a criminal?" Who cares? They think he's sexy.
Oh, so where do you stand on it?
Well, I was like, at first I was bought by the media and like, oh my God, I'm like, just someone at social media. People aren't at the Facebook page of the jail website saying he's sexy. I guess he was a rapist and really came down and hurt people and was like evil glorified. That'd be a different situation. But just a guy
somebody pointed out to me that in gangland, in that world,
a
teardrop, in the prison world, a teardrop means you killed somebody.
Yeah, I know. I've got a guy that lives in the building here where you and Frank stayed when you were visiting me that has one. And it does mean that. So that I don't like, but I don't know. Where do you stand on it?
Well, I think it just shows the shallowness of our culture and like I don't know. It bothers me. I don't have a strong opinion about it, but I'm certainly not going to like a convict's profile because I want him to fuck me. I think it's really, like I said, just pull out all the stops. We don't have to worry about it offending anybody anymore. But I think it's just really sad. And I also think that, and I don't know where this came from, but I thought, you remember a couple weeks ago when the hashtag was yes all women, and it was women were like going all over the place about how they're treated in our culture, and then I thought, I hope none of those women were liking this motherfucker's picture.
Oh yeah,
because that's some cognitive dissonance, to be talking about how you're treated by men, and then you like this thug's picture because he's got blue eyes, and it's just I think the whole thing is kind of sad, and
that's interesting that you drew that comparison. It's very likely if you did a cross section, they'd be the same because these are the tech savvy people. I also want to make a comment that it goes back to the days, and it's still happening, where women have relationships with guys in prison and write letters, and guys in those roles take advantage of it. This situation, he came out and talked. I mean, he's been married 4 years. He has a son. His mom started a website to try to come up with his, bond.
Do you think that's what that was for?
Yeah, I
The
don't know, but
GoFundMe. I mean, GoFundMe. I mean, that's a topic for another day because I don't contribute to Kickstarter and GoFundMe. I've been
well,
funding
it
my
seems like only $500 have come in for it, or
Well,
five
good,
thousand.
good, because I've been funding my ass and everything I do for years. I don't do that. It's panhandling to me. It's panhandling to me. There have been some good stuff like reading Rainbow and stuff like that, but a lot of this shit is just panhandling, man. I remember and I'm going off here, but I remember, I mean, people like try to get money to write their books. Write your fucking book. Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning like I do and write your goddamn book and come up with the money to publish it. And people,
Piss on your leg
if they
and write your damn
right,
book. Damn
people
it.
either buy it or they don't. But don't ask me to pay you to sit home and write a book. Hell no. Is it my turn?
Yes, because I got to take a laugh break. Hold on. Okay, go. I'm back. Yes, your turn.
My turn. 2016. We're on the politics today. Wow. Shillery, man. Shillery is
Don't start. I am her defender, her public defender.
Everything indicates that she's going to run. I can't believe she's not running at this point, and she better run because otherwise I'm completely writing her off because I find this to be coy, to be annoyingly coy. Either you're going to run or you're not going to run. Come on, Elizabeth Warren is honest enough to say I'm not running and she won't run. Clinton's another story. I was for her in 2008. I totally wanted her in the White House. I really didn't want Obama. But we got him, and we got him for another 4 years. But I don't know. I just wish that there was some I wish there were alternatives. I'm 55 years old. I thought Bill Clinton was great, but it's like the people behind us. Give them something new. Don't give them another 8 years of a Clinton presidency. And I also happen to think I saw Glenn Greenwald being interviewed, and he said she's part of the corrupt system. She's surrounded by money men. She's got all these relationships with the financial industry. I don't know. I'd rather have somebody else in there. I may abstain. I don't know what's going to happen. 2016 is 2 years away. And I'm not, it's not that I'm not like down on Hillary Clinton. I just think she's so last century and I'm just ready to move on. Your turn.
I have nothing to say. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out. I've been a big proponent. And push comes to shove, and you see the balance of the two candidates, she being one of them, probably, no doubt, you will vote for her, Mark. I just know it will happen.
If I have to. If she was up against John Huntsman, I would vote for Huntsman, but she's not going to.
I love Huntsman, but he's not coming from anywhere. Who did I see was getting some steam, some role? I don't know, someone. But you're right, it's way off. We don't have time to talk about 2016 yet. I agree with you. Why do we even spend our time talking about it? I've been talking about it. Oh, okay. Well, thank you all for joining us this morning.
We're at the 17-minute mark. We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up now, Mark. We got to save time. Give people 3 minutes of their life back.
I thought you had one other thing. No?
No, I rolled it into the second thing. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Well, it's always good to roll our things into other things, I think. Speaking of Jeremy Meeks, I did tweet and Facebook because I do that stupid crap. They made these especially the ladies, but there's a lot of men digging on him too. Let's be honest.
I'm sure, but are they posting? Yeah, probably.
But I said you may not think he's so hot if he was crawling in your window.
I like that.
The yes all women thing. They need to stop and think about. I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's a fine man. I don't know, but I don't know how he's treated women. I don't know if he's ever assaulted a woman. I have no idea. I'm not gonna. You better be careful to the ladies about liking this guy's picture, and especially if you're doing this yes all women shit.
And there was some gangbanger activity. You're right. I mean, I was gonna say it was just the way he handled his pistol, but apparently. There was some gangbanging activity. Speaking of Facebook, that was funny. I posted something about Walmart. Enough said. You didn't understand what I was saying. I was simply saying.
You were shopping there. I don't know what you were saying, and I got to backpedal because it sounded like I was disparaging the yes all women thing. I wasn't.
No, you weren't. No one's saying you were. Who's saying that? Why do you eat your words?
Well, because I referred to it as yes all women shit, and that's not what I meant. Shit is like an overall term.
You were doing a cross comparison. You can't be acting one way when you're acting the other. The other yes all women is all good, whatever. I'm going to start a campaign for men today. I don't know what it's going to say. Pissed on your leg. #. Have you?
We're going to plant flowers this weekend. We're going to get.
Oh, you guys going out there today, huh?
Yeah, picking up flowers in the morning, and I'm gonna plant them in the morning because I'm a morning person. Frank will probably be out there this afternoon.
That's nice. We guys have a wonderful time. I'm going to do this, and then I have a couple Yes All Women friends having birthday parties tonight, which I'm throwing. Yeah, they're good people. Good peeps, good peeps. And I'm going to bring it up at the party and see their opinion. All the women, I'll be the only guy there.
About the
I'm sure.
thug, about
Yeah,
Jeremy.
about the thug, about Jeremy Meeks. I want to see what they think. He's kind of handsome, but I don't like that eardrop thing. Whatever, teardrop thing.
No, it
Scares
could
me.
mean he killed it. There could be a dead body out there.
And tattoos here on his neck. A little creepy.
Yeah. Okay,
Creepy.
Rick. You have a good day in Shreveport. I'm gonna have a good day here in New York City, and then out in New Jersey, where Linda lives, Detective Linda. We're going to her house.
Ooh, go say hi. Love the book. Love the book, as you know. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.